Yo, yo, what's happening? What's happening?
Welcome back, man. How y'all doing? It's after the whistle. We in week 2 now, man. We rolling. We had a big week, man. A lot happening. A lot of big statements being made, man. It's a lot of points being put on the board, bro. Drew, we gonna get right into it, Drewski.
Yeah, we
Man,
ain't gonna waste no time, cause boy, it was a hot one this week,
yeah, I'm
and I
trying to.
mean literally hot one.
It's too much. It's too much. So much to get into, bro. So I'm gonna jump it off. First things first. We're gonna start with the first whistle. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So with the first whistle, we got week one. In week one, who made? Yes, sir. We got the week one reality check. Who made the biggest statement for you, Drewski? Week one in Southwest Florida.
I think right now just understanding that South is being consistent with, and it's a game that I was able to go to. South being consistent with their offense right now, and they put up the same type of numbers they put up in the kickoff classic, even better. But when it comes to real on real, I knew Dunbar was going to take off, but I didn't know they were going to take off like that. The 70, this, sheesh, sheesh. Coach Brown, do me a favor, big dog. I might have to sit Coach Hampton on you. You know, Coach Hampton don't let you run up the score like that. So I might need to talk to you because boy, look here. That was that was a shocker. Definitely. So if I had to say anything, now I'm gonna ask you this: Do we change the name now? Do we call them the 70 boys?
Hey
We
man,
was
set
called 50 boys. Now they don't put up 70.
50 a lot. 70 is a lot. If they can put up 70 multiple times throughout the season, that's crazy work. That's
And the
crazy.
crazy thing is, they didn't have their starting quarterback. So that was, they put on the show still without, you know what I'm saying, the leader. And that is straight up first whistle, poop poop.
That's I want, man, it's hard not to just go with Dunbar and say who made the biggest statement. So like you said, to not have the quarterback Brandon Seabrook, and I think Fred was back there playing quarterback.
Show you
Fred
what
back
type
there.
of athlete, yeah, what type of athlete he is, man. The
Yeah,
kid is amazing.
that's I mean that, and then for them to still put up 70. Granted, I understand in Cyprus. I know they going through a transitional year with their head coach leaving, Coach Mendez getting out of there and going to Fort Myers. But still, granted, you know, if you know football, I don't care who you got out there. It ain't never easy to put points on the board. Like you gotta get 11 guys coordinated, all on the same page. You know what I'm saying?
Most
So for
definitely.
them to put up 70 in a high school football game, varsity football game,
First
I,
week.
I first week one, and then last week they put up 50. So two weeks in, they got 120 points, and in 1 week they didn't even have their quarterback. So man, hey, turn the lights on, man. You better turn the
Yes,
lights on.
man.
Don't sleep, man. Don't sleep.
So
But
if y'all still tuned in right now, please do us a huge favor, man. Y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share this because we are trying to grow and we need y'all help. So do that for us, please. Don't it don't help. It don't hurt, man. I promise you, it don't hurt.
big facts, man. Big facts. Got make sure y'all show that love, show that support. All right. So since you took, I know I went on a tangent with Dunbar. I just had to touch on it, bro. It's
It is
good
what it
football,
is.
bro. You want to talk about it. So,
Most definitely.
but I'll say my statement team this week, since last week they took a L, and I seen a lot out of them guys. I'll say Gateway. Gateway. I say it was a little statement win on Gateway. I know East Lee ain't all that this year, but like I said, for them to put up, I want to say like 30. They said put up 38 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? For them to put up points like that, some of them guys, shout out to some of them guys over there. I
Yeah,
wanna
we coach those kids, man, and it feels good to see those kids succeed.
absolutely,
Am I
absolutely.
shocked? No, not at all.
Nah, not shocked.
Nah, because CJ always knew I believed in him. I just, him scoring 2 touchdowns is not shocking. I knew he was capable of doing it. It was him understanding, you know what I'm saying, the other stuff that goes into football. The
For sure.
working out, the going to class, getting your grades and stuff like that. And he was young and he had to learn. I'm not shocked. Aiden, goes over there and puts up numbers. Not shocked at all. These kids are capable. It was just when we had them, we they done grew up, man, and I love to see them growing up, man, as men because sometimes you need those trials and errors to realize, hey, this is something I love to do. So what I want to do is make sure that I take it serious, and those guys, it's their senior year, man. They got to ball out and have fun doing it.
Absolutely, for sure. I agree with you. I'm not shocked to see him put up numbers. I want to see some consistency this year out of them.
That part, that's the
I
biggest
want to
thing.
see. I know what they're capable of, So, but yeah, man. And then there's another kids like I don't know over there. It's like I think his name's Jaden Hart. The kid had like two some receiving yards. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
statement. That's a statement. You know what I'm saying? So next week we gonna see. But as far as week one, I think that's a good statement for Gateway. You know what I
definitely.
mean?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
All right, man. We're gonna push it forward a little bit. Go into segment two. All right. Now, Drewski,
Yes, sir.
you say we was just talking. You say a lot of the things that happened this week were not a surprise to you at all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if I was to ask you, so that leads into my question for this week. What was some of the biggest takeaways or surprises from this week? So you don't have any surprises. So what were some of the biggest takeaways you got from week one, the opener?
I'm sorry, Southwest Florida, and I gotta give it to you blood raw. I went to football in Southwest Florida on Thursday. I was on the road Friday. I went to a high school football classic on Saturday, and if I'm telling you, someone I was shocked with, and it's my little cousin. It runs in the blood, but when I tell you, I was shocked at the type of the young man that he is, because they everybody telling me, and I see the highlights, but to see him on the field and to see him fail and hold himself accountable and not point fingers at anybody and then come back the next drive and make a play. Listen, man, he did one move. I gotta get the highlight of this. He's turning the corner as a quarterback, and he just shifted his shoulders, and the guy just ran right past, and I'm like, oh my god! And he just flying, and he moves. He looks so slow, but this is how I know he's fast. They coming at an angle, and he's breaking the angle, and he played. So it was Tucker versus Columbia, and the guys on defense was some D1 guys. And to see him literally take over the game, hold himself accountable, that was, sorry, Southwest Florida, that was my surprise of the week one. Watching my little cousin, man. It was 2 o'clock, man. It was hot. Those Pop Warner times. And when I tell you they showed up and showed out up there in Georgia, like it was deep. We were cooking at that mug. Like literally cooking, but it was deep. So that's my reality. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna say receipt check, uh, whatever we gonna call it, that's what it is. He really, you know what I'm saying? He was the shocker this week.
For sure. I like that one. I like that. If you get a chance, go out there and check them boys out up there in Tucker High School. I know Tucker High Schools, they known for putting guys out, and
Most definitely.
Columbia as well. So that's some good
Yeah, he
football for
going to
sure.
Boston College, so that's a pretty dope situation.
That's what's up. That's good to hear. I say my one of my biggest surprises and takeaways was was I want to say Naples losing to Sarasota Riverview by that margin. I believe it was 28-42 or something like that. I got it somewhere in here, but for them, for them to win last week in the Immokalee how they did, or wherever the game was, but for that turnout to be how it was, I thought that game would be a lot tighter. But Sarasota did play a really good Port Charlotte team last week, and they barely lost. So,
Mm-hmm.
in my eyes, it kind of just lets me it gives me an idea of how good those teams are.
Right.
So that was one of the biggest takeaways from there. All right, so let me push forward, man. We're gonna ride into segment 3. So we got the stock watch. We
The
got the stock
stopwatch.
watch.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Ooh, we checking the stocks, man. Checking the stocks, check the ticker out, man. All right, so first things first.
Who
Yes, sir.
stocks up?
Who
Who we
stock
need to
up?
see more, baby?
All right, Drew. So I'm gonna ask you, man, who you buying stock in, man? What teams and players you got stock in this week?
Definitely gonna keep and I'm gonna put me some more chippers in there with them Tigers. Row row. Because you know what I'm saying? They putting up points, man. They got an offense that's explosive, so I definitely got to keep my stock up there, and I think it's gonna only just rise. Next stock, I'm gonna put my stock in Port Charlotte. Definitely keep my stock there because they seem like they are. Them and Dunbar are the team to beat right now inside of Southwest Florida that I'm seeing right now, and South. And
Right.
those guys play each other, so we'll be able to see how that plays out in the end of the season. So stock up on them. Got an opportunity to go out and watch Lehigh play South, so stock is up for for South still. Those guys. We had the chance to see AB do his thing out there, and J Way just keep. That's just Mr. Move the Chains. Like he was just consistent. So I say those guys are the people that those teams have stock up, and my stock is definitely still in J Way. Um, so and let me see. Who else I got some stock in? Gonna keep my stock in Aiden Gonzalez. He's always gonna be a good solid stock because as time goes, he's gonna tighten up, and he still had a game even though they lost. Let me see. Yeah, that's right now. I'm gonna say that, and I might be missing some guys. Oh, I definitely keep my stock in a steroid quarterback, even though they lost. I'm definitely gonna keep my stock in him.
Absolutely.
And Josiah Bowder coming along, but I'm gonna have to put him on the need to see more. Because he was supposed to be one of those top guys. He didn't perform well in the kickoff classic, and it's kickoff classic. But I'm gonna need to see some more. Um, yeah, and that's probably the only person I'm gonna need to see some more on. And then I gotta watch some more game tape and some more film because I don't want to invest my stock if I don't do no research. You
I know
feel
that's
me?
right. I know that's right, brother. Big facts, man. So I'm gonna trail you. I'm gonna trail you. Definitely take some of those teams you took. I def stocks up definitely in your Dunbar, in your South, in your Port Charlottes. Um, I go far to say, my stocks up in Riverside, man. Coming off that loss and then being able to push through with Esther.
Riverdale.
I mean, yeah, I keep saying Riverdale. I'm
Are you
Riverside.
always call Kendall gonna jump on your next side with by trying
I'm
their
trying to tell
program?
you. Yeah, so Riverdale, man. Riverdale for them to be able to outlast Estero. Estero putting up passing almost four quarterback almost putting up 400 yards in a game and still winning. You got your running back almost putting up two in the game. I like the way they play defense. I like the way they run the football. They're like a tough physical team. My stock's up in them. Definitely, I'd say my stock's in up in St. John Newman. St. John Newman. Okay,
Yeah.
so um one of the players over there at St. John Newman, my stock's up in is I believe his name's Tyrone Howard. He
Uh-huh.
plays DB and receiver.
Uh-huh.
Really really smooth player. Had a chance to see him like in some 7-on-7s and stuff. and yeah, legit. Kid's legit. So I say my stock's up in him. Um,
And
let's
while you thinking, I got one more other person. You know what I'm saying?
go ahead.
I'm gonna put some stock in. Junior, Noel Devine, little Junior.
For sure.
Yeah, and TJ Sly. I'm gonna keep my stocks in those guys. So yeah.
For sure. Absolutely. You, hey, I'm gonna have to give you like 3 next time, bro. You can't.
My bad, man,
You
but
gonna
it be
say I'm
like,
all here? What I'm gonna do?
we trying to make sure we get these people to invest in the right stocks, and then just need to see more, little buddy.
For sure.
That's it.
For sure. Make sure we get all these guys covered. Stocks up. I say also that quarterback over at Immokalee. I know they didn't win last week, but good bounce back win. Jaden Cowgill, I believe his name is. Stocks up in him. Let me get one more. I say I ain't got to see enough. I ain't got to see enough on him. I can't say him.
Who?
So I just ain't got to see enough with the
You gotta
Jaden
see
Hart
me. You
kid.
need it. You gotta put them in. So look what the song say. Bam. Need to see more. Put them on the need to see more.
Need to see more.
List.
I like him though. I like what I'm
Who?
seeing. I just the Jaden Hart kid
Okay. Okay.
from Gateway.
Okay.
From what I seen, I just got to see more. Okay, so
What
I
about your boy
be,
Chichi Hutchinson? You always was on him.
oh yeah, I can't do it every week. I'm yeah very high on Thule, big Thule.
Too.
Yeah, keep it on him. Thule Hutchinson, man. I'm telling you, he had a yeah, them boy Thule, Fred, the the senior Andre Moss.
Yeah, Junior. Yep.
Yeah, them boys can play. I'm ready to watch them every week. But yeah, man, those some of the kids I'm up on, man. We gon' we gonna definitely have some more for y'all next week. But those are some of the ones that we up on. So now, like you said, I got one already. I said I need to see a little bit more from. He had a really big game, but I need to see more. Who's some guys you need to see more of right now? You need to see more before you can buy some stock.
Yeah, I need to see some more in CJ Hood. I need to make sure he stay consistent over there before I invest in his stock.
Absolutely.
Um, I need to see more from Kamani, man. And I'm being honest with you. Kamani, you are. We got to get you in better shape because you're playing both ways. I just need to see more from him. I had an opportunity to watch the Cape Port Charlotte game on the road, and it was kind of hard watching and zooming in. But I ain't hear his name called like it should be. And I need to see more on him. Uh, yeah, and then Mariner, man, I just need to see more on Mariner. Mariner got a lot of kids over there, and I just need to see more. I want to pull up on the game on them, so we can really verify those kids and make sure we highlight the right ones. But yeah, definitely need to see more on Mariner.
For sure, for sure. I like that one, Drew. As a matter of fact, that brings the thought. There's a kid. I think he DM'd us. He goes by Jam over there, number 13 at Mariner. Had a
Mm-hmm.
really good game last week. Um, I'm with you. I do want to see some more out of Mariner. I think they got. I really appreciate how they band together after all that controversy, and then
Most definitely.
keep pushing out these W's. Hats off to that coach over there. Hats off to the team. Much respect for that. I say, who do I need to see more out of the quarterback from Bishop Baroque? I don't know his name.
Hudson.
I just know what he got over there. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I didn't get to see the tape. I didn't get to see the film. You know what I'm saying? But I know he's the leader of the offense. You know, I seen a little bit of what that offensive coordinator like to run. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's putting his guys in position. So for them to go out there with a goose egg, I know it's a tough opponent, but I think they got the guys around them. Also, don't know about the injuries though. I don't know if they was plagued by injuries this week or whatever. But I just want to see more out of that offense, not necessarily just the quarterback. I'm just putting it on the quarterback because he's the leader of the offense.
Most definitely.
Um, uh, some other teams, man. I want to see more out of Aiden King. Yeah,
See,
yeah. I want
that's
to see some more out of Aiden King. I don't know from what I seen, he didn't have too many attempts.
mhm.
But for him to throw 2 touchdowns and I believe under 10 attempts, if Max Preps was correct, I I like it. I want to see more. You know what I mean? I definitely want to see more. But that's some of that's some of the guys that I'm up on stock. I'm down on. Same thing for Drew. Some of the teams that we're up on and down on. And also, if you think we're overlooking you, if we overshadow, if you were overshadowed by some of these other teams, you feel like we're not giving you a good look. Make sure to DM us, shoot us. You know what I'm saying? You can reach out if you got our number. However, let us know. You know what I mean? Just let us know.
drop it in the comments, man. Y'all know we ain't, we trying to get out and expose everybody. And as the year goes on, we gonna get more interviews with kids and get involved more. But right now, we're just trying to get this thing going for Southwest Florida, man. And I hope you guys are loving it. So, with that being said, please hit that like, follow, share. Next.
Next thing up. Let me scroll to it. Segment. That was segment 3.
Yes, sir.
We're moving on to segment 4. Let me get to it. A lot in here. Not the
Yeah.
next up, but the under the helmet. Here we go. We handing out game balls. That's what it is. We under the helmet. Under the
Uh,
helmet. So this week, really, really good week, man. We got to see a lot of dudes put up some big numbers this week. A lot of guys put up some big numbers. So, and we touched on a little bit of it. So, all right. So we got some legit candidates this week. One game ball. If you can hand out one game ball to anybody, Drew, out of all the performances from this week in Southwest Florida, who do you got?
you already know I'm going outside of Southwest Florida. Don't do me like that, man.
Oh, okay. You
You
doing a
know?
game ball like you doing that too?
Yeah, I
Okay.
got to get it to my little cousin. I'm sorry. I got to be selfish right now because he performed and he really did. Like it
For
ain't I
sure.
ain't getting it to like he was a duck.
For sure. For sure. You ain't okay. If you have another one, you ain't got nobody else.
That I saw, J-Way.
Good. That's a good one. 182 yards, 3 passing tubs, 1 rushing, 4
Yes, sir.
overall.
Hmm.
For sure. Um, if I had to give out one game ball overall, I'm gonna give mine out to AB, Aiden Boyd. I don't, I challenged them the week before because I felt like the Cape Coral game, they started going at him a little bit towards the end, after halftime, and then I said, hey, I challenged him to come out the next game. He scores 2 touchdowns. He making some plays on the defensive side when he was on the defensive side. Uh, Big shout out to AB, man. Game ball. If I give my under the helmet game ball to anybody, it's gonna be AB this week. Um, all right. So this segment, real quick. This is our youth segment. All right. So this is the pulse. Just a quick shout out to some of our youth, and then talking about some of the guys in the youth and some of the things we seen this week. I didn't get to go to no youth games this week, but we still want to make sure we cover them a little bit. So you got anything you want to speak on about the youth?
Most def, man. Like y'all guys, I want to give a huge shout out to all the coaches out there that's taking their time to volunteer to make sure these kids are doing what they do. And Firecats are doing a great job right now. We got Lehigh's doing a great job as an organization. And what I look at, the Falcons, the Wildcats, definitely, man. It feels good to see that organization coming back, and being loaded like they are. All of us doing a great job over there. Him and his team and all those people. So I would just, that's if I would have to say anything about youth football here, man. I'm thinking I want to thank the coaches and volunteers and the people that's on the board, the cheerleading coaches that are, what I'm saying, shaping the youth, man. Like it's really an awesome thing to do. I mean, to see,
For
because
sure.
you know,
I
South.
agree.
I mean, youth football is huge here,
Man,
huge.
big, big. Hey, round of applause for that. Real talk, because I talk to Drew about this all the time, man. I've been a lot of places. I ain't seen nobody take youth football as serious as Southwest Florida, man.
Yes.
South Florida in general. So hats off to y'all, man. How serious y'all take y'all's programs and how much y'all prepare these kids for the next level. So hey, what's the rivalry called when it's Riverdale and the Wildcats?
Man, they ain't gonna have no Soul Bowl, man, because that's just one game and they posted it on there. But that is what, you know what I'm saying, it's supposed to be. So back in the day, it used to be the Fort Myers Rebels versus the Wildcats. That's what they call the Soul Bowl. And then the Rebels changed to the Fellowship Lions. I think they kind of kept it going, but then now they are the Falcons over there, and the Firecats were built, in Billy Bowleg, so they inside the city. They wasn't at Page Field, so I don't know what the Soul Bowl is. I think we might need to create our own bowl or something, because we'll figure it out for the youth if y'all got
That's what
some
I
name.
seen. I seen Brand on Brand page. It was like the Soul Bowl this weekend.
Yeah, it's just one team though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
Soul Bowl is literally boy from when that thing was yapping, that mother was yapping from 9 to let out. You hear me?
I got you. I got
From the babies to 14U, and now it's just one team that's playing. So, and I get it. And then Brand, it's trying to bring some hype and stuff, and they trying to get us out there to film live. We'll figure that out, man. It be cooking out that mug, bro. Saturday, sheesh.
you. Yeah, big hats off to them, man. How they work it, how they do that. I love it. I love it's professional as hell, man. I love it.
Yeah,
All right. So next next segment we got
final.
in the final. Yep, that's the last one. So I got it here as the game board.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
It's the game board. Yes, sir. So we getting into some of the stuff we got for next week, man. You know what I mean? Um, and then some of the finals from this past week. So to start it off, this upcoming week 2, which is probably going I haven't we haven't set up the poll yet, but I'm guessing it's probably gonna be one of the ones for game of the week, which is South Fort Myers at Riverdale. It says Thursday.
So I don't know. We might, if it's Thursday, we might have two game of the week. So we got to do some research, and we're gonna drop that poll, and you guys are gonna tell us what we need to vote on because we don't want to pull up if y'all don't want to see it. We know Bishop is playing Jesuit, so that's gonna be a good game to watch. I don't know how that's gonna go. Bishop just took a L, so we'll figure that out. I hope Richie them figure it out and bounce back and put together a great game Friday. So we're gonna have 4 games, man, and y'all tell us where y'all want us to be at, man, and we'll pull up on that. We're gonna
Yes,
pay
sir.
our $11 because don't nobody let us in free, and it's okay. We ain't tripping because
Man,
we support the organizations. So that's all we want y'all to do is support us. We hit like, share, and follow. It's real simple and easy.
yes,
Like,
sir.
share,
Nothing to it.
follow.
So South Fort Myers, Riverdale this week. Give me some thoughts on the game, man. What you thinking?
Riverdale. If South plays like they played against Lehigh from a defense standpoint, they should be okay. They gonna have to. They didn't do a great job with totally shutting Cape running back down. So I need to see more on South defense because they got a great D line, man, and I think they got a lot of guys over there that transferred in, and it's just one of those things that I think they need to gel together and get some more work because the offense is clicking. You got the running back, Andre. What is
Gillishaw,
Gillishaw? He is
Arthur. I think Arthur
yeah,
Gillishaw.
Arthur. Yes, King Arthur. That's what I'm gonna start calling him, King Arthur, because he
You
had a
know,
thousand. So this year, and it looked like he's on pace for the same thing. So
yeah.
keep on, King Arthur, and But with Riverdale, man, Josiah Battle's gonna have to show up. And they defense gotta tighten up. Like, you know, they still showing that they can get points put on them because Estero had them on the ropes and they pulled it off. And but they gonna have to play defense. Like, you gotta stop South Fort Myers offense because you still got to worry about Curse. AB's on that side too, and you got a 1,000-yard running back, and you got a quarterback that he gonna move the chains with his feet and his legs.
For
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? And like in his arm, like the kid is doing a great job of putting his offense in a great situation every down. So
Absolutely. 100% agree. So two things. If you had so two things. First one, what does South need to do in order to win? And then flip it. What does Riverdale need to do in order to win?
in order for South to win, South just has to play defense. If they can stop Riverdale's offense, you know what I'm saying? Their offense is explosive enough to, you know, put up points, and that is the key. For Riverdale's standpoint, they got to come out and play defense. If y'all don't play no defense, I hate to say it, Ken, y'all gonna get embarrassed. I love you to death, brother, but you gotta play defense because they have a high-powered offense, and I know they know this. And hopefully they got some schemes and stuff to put. They gotta put pressure on Jay Wade. They gotta route. They gotta rustle his, and because I haven't seen anybody rattle this kid. So if they want to win the game, you gotta rattle the quarterback first, and so they got it. They got a week ahead of them right now.
Well said, man. I ain't got nothing to add to that. 100% agree. I think it's gonna be a great game. I hope it's a great game. All right, let's push forward, man. Um, so next game we got the 50 ball boys, man. And they
Who they
drop
play?
they got North Fort Myers.
Once again, they might put 70 on them because North Fort Myers.
Look at you.
North Fort Myers bounced back, but I don't think North Fort Myers ain't gonna stop them from putting 50. So that is not a game that
So you got 50 on the 50 ball boys.
best
All
believe. I ain't
right.
no listen. I'm not no disrespect to North because I know they over there rebuilding, but I don't think the offensive coordinator, Mr. Benjamin over there, is gonna let the pedal up. I don't think. I think he's just gonna keep it and
They trying to
62.
break a record.
Yes, blow it up, little buddy, blow it up.
Trying to break a
Then
record for most.
after y'all, I'm gonna wait till after the end of the season, then I'm gonna sit Coach Hampton on them.
For sure. Uh Wonder if the quarterback will be back. If the quarterback's back
It
and
doesn't
then
matter. It
I
doesn't
know
matter.
it don't matter. I know it don't matter. But what it does matter for is going into the following weeks.
Right.
Get what I'm saying?
Most
Because
definitely.
when you gotta you want to have that rhythm when you do find that good competition. You know what I mean? Um, which I know they got the athletes that are flexible to intertwine. But when when it's iron sharpens iron and it's best on best. You want to make sure that you got all your skills crafted. You don't want your quarterback have been and out multiple weeks. You know what I mean, and then coming in and then trying to find that chemistry again. So I want to see the quarterback back, see them guys, see how that offense run. I agree with you though. Definitely think they're gonna put up 50 plus. If they put up 70 again, that's absolutely insane. We're gonna have to start looking for the record of how many points in the season, and then start create a little ticker for them or something. Because if they putting up 50 and 70 every week, it's gonna be some issues, man. It's gonna
Yes,
be some
sir.
issues. Best of luck to North Fort Myers. Um, you know, hey, shock the world. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Do
Show us
something.
different, man.
Surprise
Prove us
everybody,
wrong.
man.
We don't
So,
have an ego. If our information is wrong, this is our opinion. If our information is wrong, we'll be the first one to correct. I promise you that.
oh, for sure. I ain't got
Yeah.
no problem. I ain't got no problem admitting when I'm wrong.
But from what y'all been doing, I think I'm okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna push on, man. To the next game, we got Gulf Coast at Charlotte. This is probably going to be a more balanced matchup right here. Gulf Coast just coming off a 66-0 victory versus Lely. And then we got Charlotte that just beat Fort Myers 21-0. Um, what you thinking, Drew? What you thinking? How you feeling about?
I'm not impressed yet with any one of them. I need to see them play some competition because at the end of the day, we knew Fort Myers what situation they was in because of the transition of the program, and everybody think it's easy to come in and just make a shift, but it's not. And when you coach long enough, you know that you need to, be able to establish yourself and get some stuff rooted, or walk into a program that's already, got things buckled up. And Laley is awful. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. They just off. They lost all their players. They
Yeah,
lost.
one year removed from a really good team
Yes.
to being as bad as they are. From what I'm seeing, is that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, because they lost a lot of their kids, and the coach. So it puts you in a bad situation, and people think you could just turn it around at the last minute. Like these kids, after the coach, whatever situation happened with him, now these kids jumping ship, and you in the middle of the spring getting everything ready. Now these kids jumping ship. You need a year with the program to really make some impact, and these kids jumping ship, and you left with God knows what they got over there. We got to go do some more research. I don't want to talk too much about it, but I heard through the grapevine and when I was at the youth football game from a reliable source that they wasn't gonna be good, and it's looking like that reliable source was reliable.
All right, so when you're thinking of these two teams, I know you're saying you're not impressed with the teams, but to start off with Gulf Coast, what does Gulf Coast have to do to be successful in their approach with uh, Charlotte?
From what I seen with Charlotte, if they can move the ball down the field on Charlotte because with Bishop had a opportunity to move the ball down the field. If they can do that, if they have an offense that can move the ball and they got a running back, which I thought they did, but we don't know if the stats information is correct. So we have to go out there and check them out. But if they can run the ball and pass the ball, I think they'll be okay. And then Charlotte, man, I need to see more, because we seen them with week one, then week two they're playing Fort Myers, so it's like, nah, nah. So I need to see more on both teams before I make a statement, brother. But I think honestly, Gulf Coast will pull it off.
For sure, I got
Yeah.
you. And you're right, man. So Gulf Coast does have that running back, Marinko. I think his name's Gio Marinko. Last
Yeah.
week he went for 188.
So he is there officially because
Yeah,
remember we was having an issue with finding information if he transferred out or not. But I'm
right.
glad that he should be
Absolutely.
there. Most definitely.
Absolutely. So that should so like you said, I feel like if he can run the ball, if they can be successful running the balls from what we got with Max Prep said they went for rushed for 251 last week on Lately. If they can be successful running the ball, I think they'll be good. And then Charlotte, from what I remember when we went to the Bishop Verot Charlotte game week 0, um, it didn't look like they had found their rhythm offensively, but they just gotta get the ball in the playmakers' hands, fill out who their guys are. I know they got some guys with some talent, definitely got guys with some size, but find your identity, and
Mm-hmm.
start working to it. It's still early. It looks like I didn't get to see week one, so it looks like they might have found a little bit of identity against Fort Myers, putting up 21 points. So if they can carry some of that over, I'm sure they'll be successful. But I'm kind of with you. I see Gulf Coast being able to lean on this running back that they got. That's he's
Yeah.
official. Lean on him, and he'll help them get to the dub. Um, Pushing forward, man, to your guys. Speaking of Bishop, We got Bishop and Jesuit this week.
Hudson
So,
got to play, man. And at the end of the day, can't be no turnovers from Bishop. I mean, from Bishop's standpoint, and going up there, being a receiver coach, and seeing how good they were from, you know what I'm saying, not making mistakes because they're coached very well. They did lose the quarterback. I don't know if they got more guys in there. You know what I'm saying? Because you know with those programs, because it's a private school, so you know with those programs, it ain't no telling. You lose one kid, here come another one just as good. So, but Hudson got to play well. Aiden Gonzalez got to do a great job, and the defense, Ja has to be Ja, Pac Man, those kids, Jarvis Lee, they got to be lights out. Roby's gonna have to play one of his best games, and because it from just seeing those, they didn't do anything special. They just didn't make no mistakes.
that's what it is.
And you know, you make those mistakes, and then boom, now they in better range than we is, and you know it's only so much pressure you can put on the defense. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how good your defense is. If they out there all night, it's rough.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Um,
saying? Yeah. So Bishop gonna have to. They're gonna have to put together a complete game, man, and just don't make mistakes.
I agree. I agree with that, man. You said something there. I think, especially in high school football, about 60 to 70% of the game is not beating yourself. You know what I
Uh,
mean? If you cannot beat yourself and then you can find another team that doesn't beat themselves, that's when that other 30, 40% comes in about, who's better, who's been working harder, etc. So I agree with that. That was well said. I don't know too much about Jesuit. Um, I know you're a lot more of an expert on Bishop. I think they get their guys the ball. If they can feed them playmakers, that AG let that running back eat, I think they can be definitely successful. The quarterback's real swift. He's quick, and I like how the offensive coordinator utilizes that playbook to get misdirections and stuff like that going. Have the linebackers sitting in mud. So I think they can do it. I know Jesuit's a really tough team, but I think they can do it. I don't really have a prediction, but they come out firing. I know Bishop can put up some
and
serious
Bishop
numbers.
got to show up on special teams. They got to. Like you got to show up on special teams. You got to run down on kickoff. You got to stop that stuff. You can't let big plays happen on special teams because that's one third of the game, man. And they have athletes back at kick return and punt return. And if they win the special teams battle, they have an opportunity to put up at least. I know the gift for these kids that's back at returners, 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? At least from a special team standpoint. We're not talking about field goals and things of that nature and winning those battles, but and making sure your kicker is pinning them, what I'm saying, inside the 20, so they start with bad field position. So it's things of that nature they have to win. They got to win the small stuff,
Well
most
said.
definitely.
Well said. All right, man. We moving forward. We're gonna go kind of rapid right here because we got a good bit of games, good couple games left. We want to talk
Yeah,
about.
we'll talk about them on Big Dream Sports TV.
Yeah, we're gonna get to them. So, we got the Ida Baker, Aubrey Rogers coming up this week. That could be a decent game. Both teams are on the
Yeah,
rise right there.
keep on moving.
Yes, sir. And then we're gonna move it forward. We got Baron Collier. We got ECS. Definitely could be a good game. Um, ECS just lost in a nail biter to 21-20 to FBA. FBA looks a lot better than people thought they was gonna be this year. And then Baron Collier just won 48-7 versus Palmetto Ridge. So definitely keep an eye out on that one. Some other games to look forward to this week, guys. We got Naples at Manatee, Immokalee at Lely, ain't no telling how that go. Lehigh at Fort Myers. That could be a low key decent game. See how that plays out. Island Coast at Golden Gate. Oasis at Mariner. Gateway at Welland Park. We got SFCA at Marco Island, Charter at Anclote, Canterbury at West Oaks, and LaBelle at Hardy. So that rounds up that. And if we're missing any games, guys, y'all make sure to reach out to us and let us know that y'all trying to get covered as well. Okay. So, and that's it, man. That's it. We got that last segment. Anything you want to close up with, Drewski?
Man, first of all, once again, man, I want to thank everybody for the love that you guys have been showing us. You know, man, because it's, we've been working hard and we got our own jobs, but we've been out there, trying to make sure we bring you guys correct information, and you guys are showing the love. So first of all, I want to say thank you so much.
For sure. I want to echo that, man. I appreciate the love, man, that we getting. When y'all show us that love, we let y'all letting us know what y'all like. We gonna keep pushing it out there. As we grow, y'all grow. As y'all help us grow, we gonna keep on going. We gonna keep putting more into it. Shout out to all the coaches putting in that hard work for their guys. You know what I mean? Shout out to all them players out there putting in that work to get to where you want to go. And we ready to see this week, man. We ready to see another great week of football. So, that's it. That's it for this week. Week 2 of After the Whistle. We gonna cover y'all. Y'all make sure to check out us Big Dream Sports Show. All right, we got that coming up Wednesday. Okay,
no, that drops Thursday.
Yeah. It's dropping Thursday. My fault. So y'all make sure y'all go like, share. You know what I'm saying? Show some love there. But that's it for the episode, man. Y'all holla at us now.
Be easy.
The game ends. The conversation starts. Follow BDSN and watch what happens next.